I realise some people will question if this is true or not, and I can understand that. It's so bizarre and surreal that it seems to be a result of an overactive imagination, not an actual real life thing. Believe what you will, this is what happened. I live and work in the very north of Scandinavia. I'm from the Sami people, and my family always lived in a traditional Sami life, until it simply wasn't possible anymore. Then the family turned into a tourist attraction. Its biggest hits among the visitors was the dog sled experience. We would take them out in the evening for a tour with the dogs, show them the stunning Aurora Borealis, and stop somewhere for coffee and traditional food cooked over a campfire. One afternoon, one of the guests didn't show for the ride, and the others went ahead without him. It was my day off, and I was surprised to see the foreign guest hanging around the property. Why did he decide not to go on tour with the rest? He was the only one travelling alone, a bit shy and silent, and looked very lost. I forgot the time, he explained to me, looking very disappointed that he missed out on the highlight of the trip to the exotic place. I promised everyone at home to show them a video of this, but now it will never happen. He sighed and I felt sad for him. He was from Japan and had saved money for a long time to come here, and now he was missing out. Okay, I'll take you on a tour, I offered. After all, he had paid a lot to get to go, so why not? Since the real dog sled was already out, I offered to show him how to use a kickback, so we could take one each and go for a ride. It was a beautiful cold night, and when we stopped for coffee, we saw the spectacular Aurora Borealis. At that moment, something strange happened, and this polite, shy man started to be really flirty. Suddenly he tells me that the god of the wilderness had spoken and that we were meant to be. I freaked the fuck out and told him to stop that nonsense. He didn't, and instead grabbed my hand and pulled me close, trying to kiss me. I thought he must be psychotic, and the fact that we were out in the middle of nowhere, on a lake to be exact, far from people, dawned on me. He tried to kiss me again, a crazy doubt look in his eyes. He'd started to act aggressive, and as I tried to push him away, he held onto my arm and started to try and reach for my scarf. He went on about how he had always dreamed of coming here to find his wife, and that he had now decided that I was the one. When he tried to throw me down in the snow, I screamed, and before he could react, Laika, my husky, had attached herself to his arm and hung on for dear life. The man started to cry and tell me that he was lonely and wanted to marry me and have lots of kids. I told him that I don't want marriage or any kids, and absolutely not with him. I also explained that I was going back now, and if he wanted he could follow, or if he preferred, he could lie down and wait for the cold of the Arctic to claim his life. The wolves could do with a treat. During the ride back, I contemplated if I should report the incident to the police or not. You need to realise that the police in this area are pretty much non-existent, and something like this would not conjure more action from anyone. So I didn't. Once we came back, the man got off the kickback and started walking towards the main road and the bus stop to take the bus back to the nearest village. I didn't bother telling him that he would have to wait for a long time for a bus to stop there, and no one would pick up a hitchhiker here either. To all the creepy, overly lovesick people out there, never try and be violent with a woman who is the pack leader of a team of huskies. They might look nice and sweet, but trust me, mess with their owner, and you get the teeth in the blink of an eye.